Now, the old Obamacare stack, you remember, you probably don't, because when I read the story, I had to jog my own memory and remind myself that I had made the very point. It's a see, I told you so in this story. Because there's been so much to say about Obamacare in explaining it, and there have been so many things to predict about it that are coming true. One of the things that I had said in the past that I frankly had forgotten until I have this story, so this AP story, was it wasn't going to be long before massive criticism of doctors erupted. But that criticism would take the form of, why should people treating the sick become rich? Remember? It was going to be, I warned you, a class warfare assault on doctors. Why should anybody make anything making people sick? Why should there be profit in helping the sick get well? I predicted that the left would be on this case and that they would target doctors with it. Why in the world, especially, not just get make a profit, not just get paid, why should people get rich treating the sick? Why should that be a source of wealth? That's a public duty. That is a community responsibility. We should all be trying to help the sick and the helpless and the starving and the thirsty. Why should anybody get paid and why should anybody get rich? And lo and behold, here comes the first installment in the effort to stigmatize doctors as undeserving profiteers. It comes from the AP, and I think the memo has gone out from the regime. Time now to bash Medicare. As I predicted, doctors are the next heavies here. Why should they make so much money? And this story is I think it's the first move, or one of the first moves, in an effort to open a war on Medicare and doctors. The headline is, database, some doctors getting millions from Medicare. And you're supposed to get mad when you see that headline. And you're supposed to be outraged. Medicare paid a tiny group of doctors $3 million or more each in 2012. One doctor got nearly $21 million. Those are among the findings of an Associated Press analysis of doctor data released Wednesday by the Obama regime, part of a move to open the books on health care financing. We're not opening the books on health care financing. Health care financing is Obamacare. By the way, CBO, I think, does have it. The latest cost on Obamacare is now $2 trillion and climbing. $2 trillion and climbing. It sort of takes you back to those heady days when they told us we're going to be able to pull all this off for $900 billion. It was going to cost less than the Iraq War, Mr. Limbaugh. And then in that way, it was going to net cost us nothing. We were just going to replace the obscene, immoral cost of the Iraq War with the humanitarian cost of Obamacare. Well, we've blown through that first trillion, and now we're up to $2 trillion. And there's no end in sight to this. So this little paragraph, tiny group of doctors paid $3 million or more each in 2012. One of these evil charlatans got $21 million. Those are among the findings of an AP analysis of doctor data released by the regime, part of a move to open the books. No, what this is part of a move to open a war on Medicare and doctors. Because don't forget, again, there's so much to remind people that has happened that they've forgotten because it's just enough to keep up with present day. Don't forget, this regime was the one who cut $700 billion from Medicare and transferred it to Obamacare to keep the original cost under $1 trillion. It was all part of the original fraud. They cut $700 billion from Medicare. Romney tried to make a big deal of it in the campaign. So they take $700 billion away from Medicare because, see, the Medicare fees are too costly now. Oh, no, these doctors, look at how they're profiting. This is not moral, Mr. Limbaugh. This is not right. And that money, that $21 million, that one doctor, $3 million, the other doctor, that money could be going to food stamps. And that money could be going to unemployment extension benefits. That money could be going to Obamacare. That money could be going to Medicaid. That money could be going to the poor. But no, it's ending up in the back pockets of the doctors, and that's outrageous. And naturally, it's those greedy doctors who are the big culprits here. The greedy doctors, I guarantee you, are going to become culprits number one in runaway Obamacare costs. I knew it was going to happen. I warned you about it. And here comes the first planting of that flag, thanks to the Associated Press working in conjunction with the regime.